What's going on, guys? So, if you are a 96 to 98, maybe a 94 to 95 Mustang owner, then you know exactly what this video is about. If you don't, I will show you. Anybody who owns these cars know that these things here break all the time. It's so hard to find one of these. I don't know if you can see it. The lighting's not that good, but it's broken over there too. It's just completely missing. Well, I got lucky. I went to the junkyard looking for something totally different, and I just so happened to find one in good condition. Now, there was some cracks. I kind of fixed those. But in this video, I'm going to show you the steps I did to fix it, to make it look the way I wanted it to look. Enjoy, sit back, and stay to the end so that you can see the finishing product on this thing, and you can see the difference from the way it looks now to the way it looks afterwards. Thanks. All right, guys, so I went to a local pick-a-parts and I found this gem. Anybody who has a 94 through 98 Mustang knows that this is the hardest part to find in one piece. Now, it's not all in one piece. As you can see here, it's broken and it's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this with the water hose. It's not much pressure. And then we're just gonna get it clean just so that I can later on sand it down and stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna epoxy it also, so you know, it kind of helps with that bonding, so it's nothing grime or nothing doesn't get affected. I'm not going to use much water or have much pressure. What I'm going to do now is, as you can see, I washed it. I basically just put water. I sprayed it with water. It just kind of took everything off of it, the grime and mud and grass and whatever was on in these little vents here. This is still, as you can see here, as you can see, it's kind of peeling and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to get that out. And what I did was I bought this assortment of sandpapers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it down. This is 180 plus grit, so I'm assuming it's it's for smoothing. So that's basically what I need. So once I do that and I get done with this, I'm going to hit it with the JB weld. I have the JB weld that's for plastics, and that's mainly going to be for this broken piece here and then this cracked piece here that I can see now. When I leave it like this, it kind of opens up. So I'm going to try to do that. And I'm going to see how this purple one does. If this is too rough, then I'll switch over to the 400, which it's a little smoother. It's for blending and stuff, so it should be a lot better. But I just really want to use this, just kind of knock this top layer off. I'm not trying to go too deep, just enough to where it looks smooth, and I can repaint it and prime it, and it'll look a lot better than what it does now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started doing that. What I do is, as you can see here, come on closer. As you can see here, the top layer of paint is chipping. So what I'm trying to do is, like here you can feel the bumps. I mean, I know y'all can't, but I'm letting y'all know. So I'm just trying to scuff it down just to where it's smooth, so that when I paint over it, there's no bumps and marks and stuff like that. So that's basically all I'm doing right now. And I'm just gonna take my time because, like I said, these things here are known for being very fragile. So the last thing I want to do is get towards the end and it just breaks on me or something. I'm being very careful. I mean, you don't have to be extremely careful, but you know, you want to do just enough to where this doesn't stress more than what it has to while doing this, which isn't very much. And you could even see here, the crack is getting bigger. So, I don't know if you can catch that on video. So I'm gonna have to be extremely careful with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip this around, just so this is right here. Okay, so this is my end product. As you can see, I held it there for a while, but this is basically what it comes out to. Not perfect, but I'm gonna let it sit like this overnight. And then I noticed here there was some cracking. Focus on that. There was some cracking there, so I kind of just splattered some there. Same thing with this. I mean, I'm not worried about it looking perfect. It's gonna be on the bottom anyways. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. But on this one, I did put some on the other side. So tomorrow, once it's dry, I'm going to attempt to sand it and try to see if I can make it a little better. All right, so I've pretty much finished sanding this. I repaired whatever I could repair of this. If you could look right here, I kind of sanded down. This is JB Weld. It's not the best, but at the same time, once it's primed and it's painted, nobody's really gonna know. They're not really gonna look at this. So I'm not really too worried about it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just prime it. I've already taped it off. I didn't want to record it. There was no point in showing y'all. So first I'm gonna start with the prime. I'm gonna spray it all, and then I'm gonna go from there. If I think I need another coat, then I'll get another coat. If not, then I'll probably be good with just one, and I'll hit it with the black after this is cured. Now, please excuse my painting station. It's the best I can do at such a short notice. So these are old anyways. We're gonna throw these away. So what I'm gonna do is just, again, I'm not a professional, so don't comment with professional shit, because I don't know what I'm doing. But I mean, so far so good. I mean, that JB Weld stuff's gonna show, so I mean, I really can't hide it. But like I said, hopefully with the black it all blends in. So I'm just pretty much hitting everything. I see that's black, I'm just covering it. Not really going any certain way. Like I said, if it messes up, then I'll just sand it down and re-prime. And again, I think I've decided I'm just gonna go with 2 coats. So the first one, I'm just gonna hit everything. Once it dries, I'll be able to see what I have left, and I'll hit it again. So I don't want to do it too heavy in areas. Just because I don't want it to start running. So I'm gonna leave this like this, let it dry. I'm gonna come back, check if I have to do another coat. Once I do that, if it needs it, I'll do it. If not, then I'll start with the black paint. But all I'm using is the Rust-Oleum flat gray primer, nothing too fancy. Then I'm gonna use this gloss black, and it has to say it's for plastics. So, and then I have this clear. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna put this clear or not. Depending on how this comes out will determine if I wanna go with the clear or not. So, yeah, I'm gonna let this wait, give it a few minutes, and then come back and check it out again. Okay, so I'm on the final stage. I let this sit for 2 days just to kind of make sure that everything was cured. As you can see, I have the primer already in. I left the tape, you know, just so nothing else gets painted, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we're gonna see what it ends up like. I'm not a professional, but it's the best I could do, and I feel like it'll do for now. Who knows, maybe later on I get a carbon fiber one, just saying. But yeah, just give it a shot, paint it, and hopefully it comes out great. Okay, so I tried to do a little time lapse thing. That didn't work out too well. So I kind of already started. Um, I went ahead and put the first coat. So I'm just going ahead. I let it sit for a little while, so I'm going to go ahead and add this next one. Remember, you just want to kind of keep moving and not stay in one spot, because then you get runs. And then you got to sand those out, and it's just a pain. Make sure you're in a well ventilated area and you have a mask. Because this is it has a really good odor to it. Well, not a good odor, but a really good strong odor, I should say. So I'm gonna let this one sit, and then I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. And then if I have to, I'll come back and hit it again with another coat. Okay, so basically now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and take this off, pull it out. I've already undid the windshield wipers. Basically here, you just kind of pop this out. It's like a little clip, and they just pop out. I did it for this one too. So these are done, and let me put these over here. And then all that's left is you pretty much just have to pop this out. But I don't want to mess nothing up, because I still have to get these things out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out the right way. I'm gonna hand over the phone to my brother Yank and let him record while I do everything here. Go. So, okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna open up the hood, and I'm just gonna try to undo it from there and kind of loosen everything, so it makes it a lot easier. It's mainly a pop-up, so you gotta be real careful, because if you're putting your new one on or taking your new one off or whatever, you want to make sure that you don't break anything here. So, you know, should be easy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the rubber liner here, or weather strip, I guess you would call it. I'm just going to take this off, pull it out all the way. Here's your chance now to clean everything. And as you can see, that's how you get to them. There should be some pins right here. Mine are so old that they're falling apart. So, I mean, they're either gonna be there or they're not. But this is basically all you're gonna wanna do. And then I'm gonna go to the other side, and I'm just gonna finish the clip that's over there. As far as the hood thing, it's already, you're pretty much good. You just needed to take out the weather strip and to kind of get that unhooked. It's a tight bit, it's a tight squeeze, so bear with me. So now there should be, I think, one more clip here. Let's see. And I mean, if you break this one, you break this one. It's really no big deal. Only because I'm replacing it anyways, so it's all good. Well, so much for being careful with it. But like I said, this one's already broken. I'm not worried about the paint. More videos are gonna come where I fix this. I have hood, and I will show you my 3-valve that I'm building. So just be on the lookout for that video. But I mean, basically what you want to do now is just kind of massage it here. Make sure that you can get this piece off, because you don't want to, well, it's broken here, but I still need to be careful with it. Should just come right, there you go. So this is what you really want to be careful with, that you don't want to break, because then it's a pain in the butt to try to find some more. Me, I got lucky and I have extras, but you just pull it out. So this is the old one. And you just wait right there. This is the new one. Well, the newer one, I guess. You can see the difference. I mean, it's day and night. With this one, I went ahead and hit it with a clear, just to kind of make it look good. But I don't know. I have a good feeling that when it goes in the car, it's gonna come out really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean the inside of this real quick. I'm not gonna record it because I mean, you know how to clean the inside of a car, or at least the vents. But I'll come back after I've already put it on. Same thing. Instead of you yanking it out, you're gonna want to clip it on. Be real careful with the clips, and just make sure that you hook up your little water nozzles and all of that, so that you can clean your windshield when you need to. So we'll be back and I'll show you the ending product on that. Okay, so this is the finishing product. I'll zoom in here in a little bit. I went ahead and put it back on. It was kind of challenging trying to make it fit. Once I get in closer, you're gonna see that the fitting or the fitment is not that good. I still gotta mess with it, try to pop it back into place and stuff like that, but for the most part, it came out really good. Let me go ahead and bring you in. As you can see, it came out pretty good. It's just the fitment that's really messing with me. But like I said, I'm gonna fix that. So I'm not really too worried about it. So that's pretty much, you know, all I got today. I will take it outside so you can see it in the sun, but I don't have a battery for it, so that's coming up next. But in the process, here's another thing I've had a problem with. See if I can get you to focus. My mirror fell off, so I'm gonna have to go and get me a new one, because yeah, that's not gonna be able to stay like that for too long. I'm trying to get it on the road before I start, or before I put the motor in, so that I can kind of see the difference. You know, I mean, I know the difference, but you know. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that mirror. I also have some seats that I bought, because I have the cloth seats, so I bought some leather GT seats. Those are going into the car. I'll do a video on that. I'm also going to do a video, see if I can get this, on that hood. It's broken on that side. So if any of y'all know how to fix fiberglass, leave me a comment. I have a piece missing, probably about 4 or 5 inches, maybe 6 or 7. So I have to repair that, and just a little things here and there. So I'm going to be doing that. The seats, I have a stereo bezel from a 99 to 04 that I'm going to be putting in here with a stereo. I have a bunch of videos coming out. Stay tuned. Sit back, enjoy all of these. Like I said, follow my build. It's going to be interesting, especially when I start putting this motor together and putting it into the car. So, yeah, thank you. Subscribe, like, do all that cool stuff. And catch me on the next one.